don't call and say anything at all?
Yeah, he had emailed that he wasn't gonna make it.
Okay,
I think that was yesterday.
all right, might have missed it, that's okay. So this is everyone that's gonna.
Yes.
So we're good.
That's my. Forever not to.
Did you, Denise?
Stop, right? Yeah.
So. No, it's still. All right, okay. You ready? Denise, you're okay?
Oh, yes, I'm sorry, yes.
In accordance to the Open Public Meetings Act, please note the following: all Bernardsville Borough Planning Board meetings will be held in person in the meeting hall on the second floor of the Bernardsville Municipal Building at 166 Minebrook Road. Meetings will be live streamed on YouTube with no opportunity for public comment. Members of the public wishing to offer comments or ask questions will be required to attend meetings in person. The YouTube live stream access for all meetings is YouTube at Bernardsville Borough/streams. This link will also be available on the agenda for each meeting, which is posted on the Borough website at bernardsvilleborough.org and on the Borough Hall Public Bulletin Board at least 48 hours prior to meetings. Notice of these changes has also been mailed to the Bernardsville News and the Courier News by posting a copy on the Borough website and by filing a copy with the municipal clerk on January 16, 2024. It is the intention of the board not to continue any matter past 11 p.m. at any regular or special meeting of the board unless a motion is passed by the members then present to extend to a later specified cutoff time, and same shall be announced at the open of each meeting. In addition, the board does not intend to begin a new hearing after 10 p.m. nor begin testimony of a new witness after 10:30 p.m. Any hearing conducted by the board is a quasi-judicial proceeding. Any questions or comments must be limited to issues that are relevant to what the board may legally consider in reaching a decision. The quorum appropriate to a judicial hearing must be maintained at all times. Roll call, please.
Yes, Mr.
Oh,
Chairman.
yeah. Yes, roll call.
Mr. DeMarco?
Here.
Ms. Gardner? Is absent. Ms. Geller?
Present.
Mr. Graham?
Here.
Mr. Horowitz? Is absent. Mr. McQueen?
Here.
Mr. Simoff is absent. Mr. Walden?
Here.
And Mr. Zazarino.
Here.
You have a quorum, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. Okay, meeting minutes, 25th, right? Denise?
Yes.
Okay, I know, Karen submitted some updates to you, but I also wanted to offer a suggestion on page 9 about the staff portion of the property. I think what we had kind of two ways we were talking about this small strip of land. One was as a flag staff.
Okay.
Another one was a panhandle. So you know.
Just reference that.
Just reference that,
Okay.
you know, the whole idea is that's that small strip of land, east.
Yeah, and actually, that was one of the things Karen mentioned as well.
Okay, great. And you got everything from her. Did anyone else have any comments about the minutes? No. All right. Motion to accept the minutes?
Eligible members are Mr. Graham, Mr. Walden, and Mr. Zazarino for the present.
I'll move the minutes.
I'll second.
And it's just a voice vote, correct?
Yes,
All in favor? Aye, of those who can, and everyone else is abstained. No, notice.
okay.
Let's see. All right, eagerly await February 8th. So communications. John had sent a memo about the item we'll hear tonight, the ordinance for stormwater. And there were two letters from the Somerset Union Conservation District. Both no findings basically, but for the first one was for the proposed restaurant near Walters. And the second one was for the polo grounds.
And we just received the, application for the restaurant as well,
Oh, okay.
last week. I listed it.
Bakery, right? Looked like
Well,
a
no,
nice
it's-
cannery or something.
It's a sit-down restaurant, and the plan shows pizza and a bakery area.
Bakery.
So maybe it's kind of like an Italian.
It seemed to tell, yeah. So good. Good, and that's good that we're making progress on that. Was there any, discussion about, just for our awareness, like sewer connections and so forth, with the council?
We're talking about the audio building?
Yeah, no, this is Walters.
The former garden center.
I think they have, sir. I think they might as well. So there is, with Audi, there's a huge conversation going on about sewer for Audi.
Okay.
Um,
I'm
there
pretty
is I want to be careful, a conversation about, because Walters is obviously right next door, right?
yeah.
There's the public side of that sewer connection and the private side of that sewer connection.
Plot thickness, okay, that's
Yeah.
enough, we don't have that.
Because I can't say a whole lot more.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
everything is up in the air.
You're right. Okay, is anyone here that wants to talk about something that's not on the agenda? First attempt, okay, no, okay, old business, none, new business, so. This is the master plan consistency review, of the, ordinance, for the stormwater. And do you want to say anything?
Sure, pursuant to section 26 of the MLUO, the board has to determine whether or not if the ordinance is not inconsistent with the master plan. Doesn't have to be consistent, it's just be not inconsistent. I believe there is a resolution that was provided to the board for voting tonight. I think Mr. Zabo's report plays out very succinctly the reasons why it is not inconsistent. And we have any other questions? Right now.
I have a suggestion for the council, when they do these things, and that is when they put fees in it or money or so forth. Just figure out whether it might make sense to have a table or something that's easily
Instead of.
modified instead of, just a thought. Nothing, it's find a way to this. You know, when you start on any one professional future. Anyway, the other thing is just, do you need to put in anything, we just handled the town engineer
Mhm.
being able to work on this do you know if that's been
I do.
considered or included in this, or if it even, I'm sure it's a limit, but it's just certainly not.
In the ordinance, reviewing engineer and the borough engineer.
The borough, so it's mentioned, okay, great. And that's the same thing with penalties
Okay.
in a table,
In a table.
maybe.
Okay.
I thought it was fine, but. John's letter was great, and it just stated what the requirements were. Any other discussion?
No, I think the only thing was, John left, Mr. Brightly, we had any comments, I don't think there were any comments from engineering, right?
Well, no, we prepared this, it's based on the short version, there's a long version, like, answer whatever questions the board has. It's-
No, I just wanted, that was the only thing that was updated on the
It
plan.
was, DEP amended the stormwater rules in July 2023, and we have a year now, amended it, we have a year to adopt this. It's July 15th.
Otherwise, I think, good job.
Yeah, that was a great job. one item, I think it's clear, but on the first page of the ordinance, towards the bottom, it says, ordinance shall be held to be the minimum requirements for the promotion of the public health safety. And it just, when I read it, it just sort of struck me when I see minimum, but,
Goes on what page?
the first page, second paragraph of the bottom.
It made a reference to the higher standard prevails.
You can adopt stricter standards than the state
Yeah, anyway,
requires, but these are the minimum.
yeah, all right. Just struck me.
Correct. I think that's to explain that if the state is less, this is the minimum. The minimum is the purpose.
I see.
The higher standard prevails.
Is the borough. You can always be more restrictive, so that clearly says, don't argue that the state allows you to do something. We don't let you do it, you're not allowed to do it.
Gotcha. Anything else?
We did make a couple of changes to the state in terms of facility maps. The state allows a map of 200 scale map, we change that to 100,
Okay,
and then a 50 scale for your facilities map, because I don't think you can see much from the drawing that's prepared to a 200 scale.
so I did actually have a question about that, in section 1229(8), it talks about scale, it says a scale of 1 inch to 50 feet, right? Or greater, and it occurred to me, I didn't know what a greater meant.
Less.
You know,
It's the
what I mean?
opposite.
It's
It's opposite to what you think.
Yeah,
Greater means bigger. So you can say it.
so it's, yeah, because I didn't know which side of the equation.
I think I think Bob would correct me if I'm wrong, but that's common. Greater means more detail, as lesser would mean further away.
Zoom in.
Zoom in is the
Yeah.
plus,
Um,
zoom out is the negative.
it's in a couple places, but one place is
On
1229(8), little a 1. It
If you
says-
go to, the
It's in a couple places.
7C5, we actually put in facilities map, which, we
That's
didn't,
what you were referring
we didn't
to.
think you could really see anything on a 200 scale map, so we said at scale no smaller than 1 inch is 50, and then we added it where the larger, the second number, the smaller scale should be included, so we'll kind of clarify this. So just that.
Yeah, and I know you know what you're saying, and I know you know.
I think the
but it's
DEP
just-
rule has it backwards where, so it's something smaller and then
Yeah,
can't scale things off.
and it's whatever the normal way is of saying it, that kind of thing.
I mean, it's, if you want Google Earth.
Yeah.
And you hit the plus sign, you get closer in to
Yeah.
the negative sign, so plus greater, negative plus.
But you see what I'm,
No, I got you.
We,
I don't-
no smaller than 1 inch is 50
I understand, yeah.
with a map.
I usually know what the intent is, it's just as I was reading it. Okay,
Well, I think 29.8.3 actually adds a definition of following information illustrated on map at a scale no smaller than 1 inch is 50, where the larger the second number, the smaller the scale.
okay, cool.
We added that, so there's no confusion.
Yeah, no, that's, I know I saw it somewhere, I was trying to figure out where it was.
All right, well, whatever, good. Any other discussion on this?
Man.
Is the motion, as the resolution Is that,
Yes, so if you can provide, to the board and, I can read it.
it does have all the knots and knots, you know.
It has everything
Okay.
that's necessary.
Yeah, I think we all got a
We all
draft.
got it. All right, well, this is just us, it's not open to public comment or anything like that, it's just our 26, okay. I'll just,
Looking at this public, I think they like it.
I'll take a motion.
I'll move that's not inconsistent. Not inconsistent.
It's not inconsistent, okay, and someone second,
I'll second.
whoever Denise heard is.
Okay, so you're closer. So
Somebody doesn't like it.
Mr. DeMarco,
Yes.
Ms. Geller,
Yes.
Mr. Graham,
Yes,
Mr. McQueen.
Yeah.
Mr. Walden
Yes.
and Mr. Zazarino.
Yes.
The motion carries.
all right, a review and approval of the bills.
Oh, Karen had a question on the bills. If about 3/4 of the way down the page, there's an entry, for Mr. Warner's firm where there's an invoice number and a date and no other information. I started to put it in there and then realized it was a non-escrow, so it is up at the top, but I inadvertently did not delete the entire line.
Okay,
So our totals are correct because there was nothing in that spot.
gotcha. Anyone else?
Oh, and another question that Karen had, in case anyone else was wondering. The last 3 invoices from Ferrero Engineering, I noted that they are corrected invoices. They're older invoices and the correction was due to, what needed to be corrected, I should say, was the hourly rate. The hourly rates were wrong.
Okay.
They were different.
Did we approve those old invoices and now we're reapproving?
Yeah, they were approved a while back but now
Okay,
they're being reapproved at the correct rate of pay, hourly rate.
any other comment? No, or motion?
I'll move it.
I'll say.
Okay,
Roll call?
Mr. DeMarco,
Yes.
Ms. Geller,
Yes.
Mr. Graham,
Yes.
Mr. McQueen,
Yes.
Mr. Walden,
Yes.
and Mr. Zazarino.
Yes.
The motion carries.
And I will confer Denise on you the right to sign these.
Oh, yes.
invoices.
Yes, thank you.
Formally stated. Okay. There are no public hearings tonight. Then this is, the list, in the agenda, there's a list of the pending applications. AR in Bernardsville was adjourned to April 25th. I heard there may be some discussion about that. We haven't heard anything more from Equinet, right, after,
No,
No.
not after they gave us the extension.
okay,
They expire then soon, right?
No, they gave us an extension of time until, I have it on,
June 30th.
yeah, the end.
June 30th, right,
Yes.
okay. And, Echo, that's, similar to ones we've seen before in that area where, people are like subdividing. Was it R5 up there? And, number 4, which made it, is, Panificio, Pugliese. That's, the Walters. Application. And it was more detailed, that was slightly breaking news, so it's, okay. There you go, you got, I'm sorry, it's on the next page.
Yeah.
Okay, and then, Benjamin Ziegler and Catherine O'Connor. And let's see, one Mendham Road. Lot line adjustment. No variances, no construction, okay, interesting. All right, any visitors who want to say anything about anything not on the agenda?
No.
Oh, all right.
Johanna Westinger, Washington Corner Road, I'm speaking for, as an environmentalist. I just have a question about the ordinance at, 1998. So that was March 25th that the DEP, wanted it, and now we just did it today. What about all the applications for the, planning board and the board of adjustment in between? Does this still follow, or did it matter that you had to have an agreement? So is it from March 25th or prior to that? That would apply, that this would apply to?
So they're a major development, they're required to act to state rules which were amended
Last year.
last year.
Okay, so it will cover, everything in this would cover.
Yeah, there's no change to the borough's minor standards, they're incorporated into here, we put the reporting schedule at the borough's in New Jersey, even though that wasn't in the ordinance, they now have.
The only recent one that this came up for was the affordable housing,
A lot of it depends on when they got.
63 Bernard or something
When
like
they had
that.
an application was submitted.
And,
Yeah,
yeah,
they got approval for the,
before it's,
yeah,
They got their preliminary approvals prior.
prior to the change, so they were, I guess, grandfathered by the old.
yeah, so,
So, and the engineer and the attorney will correct me. To your concern, even though you sit there and say, why did it take us 10 months to do it, we're still covered by the prior one when you passed it. Right,
Okay.
depending on when the
I didn't know
application.
legally
was filed.
what the difference
With the
was,
rest.
okay, oh, good. The other thing is, I wanted someone to explain to me, regarding tier A for the stormwater. If we're in violation to, what happens with our permitting? That is a violation of, stormwater management training of, the council members, BOWs and, BOAs and you. I know you have different, training than these people do, right? And you, yeah,
You're
you're,
good for 2 more years.
I know. I saw you listed. So what happens, though? I mean, I don't know, what are the consequences and what's the practicality of how the DEP does? I mean, it sounds like they'll punish, but I don't know how they do it and what the consequences are if people are not trained.
So the board hasn't taken the, well, I think it's like a 45-minute class, they have to, they're online.
Like the Zoom, yeah. And also, when you do it, if you give me feedback, because I get questions from like Ann Jackson, state of New Jersey, about what the reaction is, are they talking down to you, are they talking above you? Is it tedious, what? Because they do want it to work. And it's really important for every municipality to do this, according to what they're saying, for the tier 1 permit that every municipality gets, is that correct?
Yeah, I'm not sure, but the new members, you know, what time frame is for them to take the class. Well, I know the old members are probably already taken.
yeah, it'd be nice to know if there's incremental requirements. I mean, I know I've taken it from the older members, but I don't know I don't know precisely what we're supposed to do.
Yeah, I mean, I can look into that. Send it, you know,
Would you do it for the board of adjustment also? I think everyone has to do it, it's the same one, do you think? I think it's the same training. You're the only one that's different.
It's the same, actually, the Board of Adjustment, they were talking about it at the reorg, and I think most, if not all of them, have done it.
Right.
I don't want they have.
I guess the real key is we don't want to roll out the pillory, you know, we want to, for punishment, we do just need to know truly what we're obligated to do.
I don't think there's anything gonna be in punishment, they're just gonna, how you.
Well,
Why? You know, you know.
But, can they hold back on our permit, or can they not permit us? I don't know, okay, thank you.
Thanks. That's it, really. We have no executive session requirement. And is there anything else, Denise, that, anyone needs to be aware of at all?
Not that I'm aware of, the only thing is, if AR is going to, still come back on the 25th, they would have to submit revisions, plan revisions by Monday, which is the 10 days prior.
That'd be nice. Did you ever get
We'll see.
anything, or is it all pending this
Well, we've had,
cycle? Or you had discussions?
we've had 2 Zoom meetings with, like, technical meetings with professionals from the board and the applicant.
I know it was kind of, it was a prerequisite for you and for John that you needed something in order to be able to do your reports, you know, and submit them, so.
And so they did finally provide the architectural plans, provided the exhibits.
Right.
They haven't provided any revised engineering.
This latest set of
Because they're in the process of
looking at it.
modifying things and.
Okay,
They indicate that they were gonna provide a revised engineering plan or no?
Yes, they are gonna submit revised plans. We tried to, I don't know how much I can say, we tried to incorporate all the various discussion items at the last meeting to organize a memo to them, you know, that they can respond to. So wait,
okay. And you've got my emails, right? They're getting to you, correct?
yes,
All right, at least, I just wanted to do something. I
I think
think
they're
so.
getting to the applicant, and I try to put a little.
Figure out what
letter
to do.
together, organize it, so.
They're not getting picked up in some filter that puts Bob stuff over here.
Make it go away.
All right, anything else? No, I think.
Well, I even, I had